Good morning, Wayzata Trojans. Today is Thursday, March 15th. I'm Nash Walker.
I'm Lydia Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Leesberg. Hey, did you guys participate in the walkout yesterday?
Yeah, I went out. It was really inspirational, actually. Nash, did you go out?
I didn't go out, but I support the cause. Lauren, can you tell us more about that?
Exactly 1 month after 17 students and faculty were killed at Marjorie Stoneman High School in Parkland, Florida, tens of thousands of U.S. students walked out in solidarity and protest. At 10 a.m. local time across the country, students, faculty, and parents walked out of their schools for 17 minutes. Here at Wayzata and many other schools, those 17 minutes were spent in silence. For many, this movement is part tribute and part protest. Thousands chanted as they marched through the streets and in front of government buildings, calling officials to make a change before another school falls victim to gun violence. Members of our crew were filming the walkout here at Wayzata yesterday. Here's a video on that.
Our walking out today is that I believe that it's important for citizens to be actively engaged in our democracy as a way to fight for the issues that they care about. There has been an increased amount of gun violence in the United States, and with the recent turn of events in Parkland, Florida, the students who organized there have been pioneering this crusade for marching and for walkouts and for peaceful protests to help encourage our lawmakers to enact gun legislation that will help to make us safer in our schools. Wayzata has been working with 7 other schools across the West Metro to collaborate in putting out the same message across all of our schools. Continue to push our lawmakers to make change. It's important to have our voices heard, and just because we're young doesn't mean that we shouldn't have a voice in our democracy.
Physicist Stephen Hawking died at the age of 76 on Wednesday. According to family, he passed peacefully in his home in Cambridge, England. At the age of 21, Professor Hawking was diagnosed with ALS and given only a few years to live. Hawking was famed for his work as a scientist working with black holes and relativity, and in a statement made by his children, they said, "He was a great scientist and an extraordinary man whose work and legacy will live on for many years." Only one day after a dog was killed in an overhead bin on a United Airlines flight, United mistakenly shipped a dog meant for Kansas to Japan. On Tuesday, Kara Swindle went to retrieve her family's dog, but Ergo was not there, and in his place was a Great Dane that was supposed to be en route to Japan. Swindle said, "They had no idea where the dog was until 2:30 a.m. on Wednesday when the plane landed in Japan. Ergo was checked out and is safe to fly back home to his family on a private charter Thursday. United Airlines issued yet another apology." Now back to the anchors.
That's one poor puppy, Lauren. Are you interested in participating in the second annual Iron Woolman volleyball tournament? Teams will be open to juniors and seniors. Teams can consist of both boys and girls, and even as a fundraiser for Fund to Need. Email the WHS Student Council to sign up.
Girls interested in playing golf should attend a meeting on today at 3:15 in room C119. See Mr. Schumacher with questions.
The Columbia Summer Trip for 2019, the informational meeting is tonight on Thursday, March 22nd in A44 at 6 o'clock p.m. For more info, contact Profe Par Staves.
Project Prom is a local nonprofit organization that offers free prom dresses to students in need of a dress. Project Prom is having their dress giveaway this upcoming weekend, March 17th and 18th at Arbor Lakes in Maple Grove. Appointments are necessary, and students should register at www.projectprom.us. Now on to Brandon with sports.
Good morning, Trojans. Boys and girls track will start their season off tomorrow with time trials at Bethel University. Come out and support your fellow distance runners. Timberwolves star Andrew Wiggins has voiced concerns to the front office that he is tired of being the third option behind Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler. These concerns are critical for the future of the Timberwolves star. March Madness first round games kick off today starting at 11:15 with 10-seed Oklahoma taking on 7-seed Rhode Island, and ends as the 6-seed Florida Gators take on the 11-seed St. Bonaventure. Let's hope your brackets survive Thursday's round 1 matchups. And now for the best sports news of all, Wayzata boys basketball, this time in tremendous fashion, are headed back to the state tournament for the second consecutive year with a 63-61 victory over the number 2 ranked in the state, Hopkins Royals. Coming into the game as big underdogs, the Trojans were determined to prove that they were just as threatening as a team as the Royals. Head coach Brian Schnettler said before the game, quote, "We practiced the last 2 days like we believed. As the second half began, Jacob Beninga had a game of his life with 31 points as he took on a team full of D1 commits. For him to be able to perform that well against such a high-quality team really distinguishes how important he is to this team. Beninga said after the game, quote, "I feel like the 30 points I had was the result of me trusting myself and me trusting my teammates," end quote. As the game started, the Trojans fell behind by 9 points, but they continued to fight for loose balls and presence on the glass, along with suffocating defense, which forced Hopkins into mistakes, in which the Trojans took advantage. The Trojans ended the first half with a 3-point lead and continued their intensity until the final buzzer. Fans and students stormed the court after a big victory as a result of a rebound that they obtained, which sealed the deal. It was a tremendous performance, boys. Good luck at state. Now back to Lydia and Nash.
Good morning, Wayzata. Today is another colder day with temps currently at 28 degrees. It's expected to stay sunny today with temps rising into the high 30s, as you can see here. Later tonight, temps will drop back into the low 20s with cloud cover rolling in and expected to stay for the next few days. That's all we have for weather. Now back to Nash and Lydia.
Spring sports registration is now open. Go to ePay to sign up. The last day to register is the first day of the sport.
Club YES is now accepting applications to next year's leadership board. Looks like we have the teleprompter on air. Find packets in the YES office, second floor. YES members in 10th or 11th grade may apply. Deadline is Thursday, March 22nd.
Time is fast approaching for the next driver education session. Flyers with all information are available in all 4 offices.
Attention Charter and Leadership Council members. There will be a brief meeting tomorrow at 7:55 a.m. in the Media Center classroom. All right, that's all we have for announcements today. Now on to Kai with A&E.
Oh, thank you for that wonderful toss there. There's also some weird headlines up on the screen there, and we didn't see Lydia for one announcement, but that is A-OK. Good morning, Wayzata, and welcome back to A&E. After school on Friday, March 23rd, the Theater 3 directing class have their directing finals. Each student is putting on a 8 to 12-minute one-act play and showcasing them to an audience. The showcase will begin at 4 and takes place in the Black Box. It is free and all are invited. Films getting a wide release this weekend are Tomb Raider, Love, Simon, and 7 Days in Entebbe. None of these look particularly interesting to me, so stay home and rent something or go ahead and watch a TV show. Or you can go outside. We are having some wonderful weather. That's all for A&E. On behalf of the Wayzata technical crew, Brandon Anthony, Caroline Hansen, and Lauren Leesberg, I'm Kai Eric Christensen, the first.
I'm Lydia Pearl Johnson, the first.
I'm Nash Robert Walker, also the first. Have a phenomenal day, Wayzata.
Why would you steal my joke?